A man's journey. From dawn to dusk. The sun had barely crested the horizon when Elias set out, his boots crunching against the frost-kissed earth. At 32, he was neither young nor old, but the weight of an unfulfilled life pressed heavy on his shoulders. The village of Eldergrove, nestled in a valley cradled by jagged mountains, had been his home since birth. Its cobblestone paths and thatched roofs were as familiar as his own heartbeat, yet they suffocated him. He'd spent years tending his father's forge, hammering iron into tools, but the sparks never ignited purpose in his soul. So, on that crisp autumn morning, with a leather satchel slung over his shoulder and a map his grandfather had drawn decades ago, Elias left without looking back. The map was a relic, its edges frayed, ink faded into sepia smudges. It promised a path through the mountains to a place called the Sanctuma Fabled Shrine, said to grant clarity to those who reached it. Elias didn't believe in myths, but he believed in movement. Staying still meant stagnation, and he'd had enough of that. His journey began with a single step onto the old trader's road, where the air smelled of pine and possibility. The first day was deceptively easy. The path wound gently upward, flanked by towering firs that whispered in the breeze. Elias walked with purpose, his breath visible in the chill morning air. He carried bread, dried meat, a water skin, and a knife strapped to his belt. His cloak, woven by his late mother, kept the cold at bay. By noon, he reached a clearing where the valley sprawled below, Eldergrove a speck in the distance. For the first time, he felt untethered, free. But freedom came with trials. By the second day, the path grew treacherous. The trader's road gave way to a rocky trail that snaked along a cliff's edge. Pebbles skittered underfoot, tumbling into the abyss below. Elias's legs burned, and his satchel felt heavier with each step. At dusk, he made camp beneath an overhang, the wind howling like a chorus of restless spirits. He lit a small fire, its flames dancing against the dark, and studied the map. The sanctum was marked with a star, but the route was vague, a labyrinth of ridges and valleys. Doubt crept in. Was this a fool's errand? On the third day, he encountered his first companion. She appeared at dawn, a figure cloaked in green, crouched by a stream. Her name was Lyra, a wanderer with sharp eyes and a sharper tongue. "You're not from these parts," she said, filling her water skin. "No one walks this trail without a reason." Elias hesitated. "I'm looking for the sanctum." Lyra laughed, a sound like breaking glass. "Everyone's looking for something up here. Most don't find it." She eyed his map, then his face. "You'll need more than paper to get there. The mountains don't care about your plans." Despite her skepticism, Lyra joined him. She knew the trails, she said, and two were safer than one. Elias didn't trust her entirely. Her hands moved too quickly, her gaze,